What's going on, everybody? YZ77 here, and first thing I want to do is apologize for not uploading in 2 weeks. I'm going to be straight up honest with you, there should be a video coming on this probably tomorrow. I ain't been able to, I haven't come up with ideas to record for, and I just really all know I ain't been able to. I'm running out of content idea. I've got an idea of what I can possibly do to try to keep content flowing on this channel, which will be, I'll go more in depth of in tomorrow's video probably, and YouTube's also been kind of messing up, so hopefully you'll see this. Oh yeah, this is what I did my 2020 schedule for the Cup Series. Again, this is not what this will not be the schedule. This probably won't be the schedule, but I've tried to make it as realistic as possible with tracks I wanted in there that they don't run right now. So yes, there are several surprises in here. It's not the same schedule, but yeah, we're gonna do this. First race is obviously the Clash on February 9th, 2020. The Clash as normal. Then the Duels on the 13th. Then the 500 the 16th. No changes there. Then Atlanta, no changes really here. It's the same Atlanta race, but it's under the lights this time. They start about 6 o'clock under the lights, which would be pretty cool. Then we move to the West Coast Swing, which has been a little different. ISM and Vegas is what places you see. First is Vegas, then we go to ISM. First is ISM, then we go to Vegas. Then Auto Club to wrap it all up, like always. Then we go to the Richmond Raceway. After that is Texas. And then Martinsville, the night race. It'll be a night race. I was thinking whether to make the playoff race or the springtime a night race, and I think spring would be. I just think it'd be kind of cool because it's only really the second night race of the season, and I think it'd be really cool to see under the lights and for it to be in the springtime, which would be really pretty. Then the Bristol day race. So back-to-back short tracks. You can see back-to-back Martinsville and Bristol. Then after that, we move from short tracks to the super speedway of Talladega on the high banks. Then 1.5 mile Kentucky, Michigan, Sonoma, but with Sears Point. They're running Sears Point this year, and I'd say it'd be cool to see them do it again. I think it'll do pretty good. You can see this is Sears Point. There's your turn 4, and there's turn 4A right there, and he loops around. It goes to turn 7, and that's where they normally go. But on the Sears Point track, which is the F1 track, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6A. Then they come all the way up the hill back to 7 around the O'Reilly's corner. Then, after that, we move on to the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro Speedway with the normal package. No restrictor plates, no spacers or anything. Well, and spacers, but the normal package they would run in every other race. Except the short tracks and the road courses, obviously. But yeah, the All-Star race, instead of taking place at Charlotte, it now moves to its new home, North Wilkesboro Speedway. Then, we go to the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte, Labor Day weekend. Kansas. Then, another one, the last race on Fox and FS1, the Rockingham Speedway to finish off the season on Fox. Then we go to Chicagoland, the first race on NBC/NBCSN. And then Pocono, Road America, which is the new introduction, adding another road course. You can see they would run the Xfinity layout with the start-finish line being right here. They'd go all the way into turn 1 through 2, 3, and 3A. 5 into 4, 5, 6. Up the hill into 8, 9, along the carousel through 10, through 10A, and into the kink, turn 11, through the kettle bombs, Canada corner, turns 13, 13A, and then 14 come back up the hill to the start-finish line. Same as Xfinity. Then, Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona under the lights. Again, the tradition right after July the 4th, like always. Then the Bristol Night Race right after Daytona. Then we go to the race at Dover. Then the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Watkins Glen International Speedway. Texas. And then the regular season finale at Eldora. Cup cars on Eldora. I think ever since trucks came back to Eldora, this is what we wanted to see is Xfinity and Cup on Eldora. And I really hope soon that could possibly happen because that could definitely gain some viewers. Then we started off the playoffs with the round of 16 at Richmond. Then Kansas is the second race of round of 16. Then the Eliminator race, the Labor Day tradition. Darlington will take off the round of it'll end the round of 16. That'll be your Eliminator race. Then the round of 12, we go to Talladega first race, Las Vegas night race, and then the Roval after the round of 12. Then round 8, the Rockingham Motor Speedway, the first race. Then Martinsville, normal day race, probably end of the night though. And then ISM night race this time at night at ISM to see who will go to Homestead. And then as normal, the Homestead Miami championship race. So that is my 40 race schedule the way I would want it, and I think this is pretty cool. And I think probably the biggest thing here, I'll go through all the changes. This real quick, if you want to see all the changes, we have Atlanta under the lights for their race. Then Martinsville will turn to a night race as well in the spring. Then we have Sonoma will run Sears Point for the second year in a row. The All-Star race will take place at North Wilkesboro with just the normal short track package. Especially for me, because I'd really love to see North Wilkesboro reopened. And just real quick, and then after North Wilkesboro is Rockingham Speedway, the Rock. And this really ain't out the realm of possibility. Roy Cooper, my governor, has funded $8 million to $11.45 million project to re-innovate it and reopen it, which would be awesome. Then also Road America, near the end of the season. The Breakdown 400 gets moved back a little bit. Eldora becomes the regular season finale. Darlington will now be the ending of the round 16. This is just really big changes. It's actually been changed a lot. Night race at Vegas, Roval, and then the Rock to start off the round of 8, Martinsville, and the night version of ISM. And then that's all the changes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little video. This was just my schedule. It'd be probably basically a dream schedule. And really isn't too far out the realm of possibility. Definitely, though, this is. I highly doubt North Wilkesboro will be open quick enough for 2020, if they ever do re-innovate it anyway. And then, Sears Point doesn't leave out too far of the realm of possibility, because they're running it this year, and I'd really like to see that as part of the normal course. Then we have, I think, probably the best change, and this could be realistic as well, is Martinsville night race, and then probably a really realistic run. That's actually really cool. Rockingham reopened, which would be amazing. Road America would be a great addition to it. I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to improve here. Eldora should definitely be on the schedule, in my opinion. And to see just some different races in the playoffs, they've been the same forever. I would really love to see something like Talladega open up around, or like throw in a Darlington or Indy or something. Or maybe a Bristol, something like really crazy and cool. Change up the playoffs a little bit. I think that could really help. So, yep, that was my 2020 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series schedule. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. I am going for 200 by the end of 2019 and hopefully by 2020. Or the Daytona 500 in 2020, depending on how close we are when we get to the new year. I'm hoping to have 200 subscribers. So, if you're seeing this and you haven't already subscribed, if you want to, please do go ahead and subscribe. It really helps out the channel because it shows me that different people are still watching my videos other than just the few that I normally watch them. Plus, don't be afraid or anything to comment or tell me any ideas or opinions, especially on tomorrow's video about the channel update, what I plan to do here soon, hopefully to keep consistent uploading, and with some really, really big news about my stop motion series. So, tune in tomorrow for that. And so that's really all to say. See you guys in the next video. This has been YZ77 NASCAR. Well, I already came out with the new outro. I'll ask you guys right now. I'll probably say this in the next video too. Let me come up with a new outro. Let me come up with a new outro. It's kind of getting old now because there's not really much to do. I'm only a NASCAR channel really now. I'm committed to that basically. So, really anything new helps. Like an outro or something. That could actually pretty help. Maybe even an intro too. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Love y'all. Goodbye. Have a great day, everybody.